Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach, bringing those mental vitamins to you. Hope your day is going good, up making some moves, making some things happen. But if not, let's put it in the right direction. All right, so, morning, Mr. Graham. I was at the park just now walking my dog. Saw one of your buddies out there. Told him to give you a call, tell you to come back to class. Anyways, so yesterday, I was talking about some things that came up on the mat with my students, and that kind of gave me the topic of the day. And then yesterday, kind of the same thing, something that kind of happened with me in the 10:30 class. We have class every day, 10:30, Monday through Friday, and then an evening class last night. So I'll start off with me first, right? So it's just one of those days. You wake up sore, tired, didn't get enough sleep, feeling a little groggy, whatever the case may be. Still got to get up, still got to make moves, kind of just, getting through the routine, but not really with the best energy, attitude, so to speak. So anyways, I get my run in, do what I got to do. Got it in a little bit later, so it was really hot outside, and then I went straight to class to get my training in, stuff like that. So one of the guys I was rolling with, you just never know, right? You just never know when you shake hands and roll. Are you gonna? Because we don't flow roll. There's no light rolling in what we do, right? We're either drilling or we're rolling. But there's different levels of rolling for those that don't do jiu-jitsu. But for those that do jiu-jitsu, there's different levels to the rolling. You might get a partner, shake hands, and you kind of maybe gradually work your way into where it gets into some good scrambles, a good heated battle, a good hard training session. And then you can roll with an individual where they bring that heat like right out the gate, and you're not ready for it, kind of like the Kevin Hart thing, she wasn't ready kind of thing, you know what I mean? And you just don't know. You don't know when you shake hands what kind of energy that individual that you just shook hands with is going to bring to you. You might have an idea of, with your rolling partners, you get used to knowing how people train, but you also don't know what level they're going to bring. Are they going to bring their normal level, or are they going to take it up a couple notches? So anyways, shake hands. Again, wasn't feeling it, right? Kind of slow morning, kind of I made it through the routine. It was just a little rough, right? This other individual I'm rolling with must have had his Wheaties in the morning, felt really good. He brings the heat. He just don't bring the heat the way he brought the heat in the first round. There's no competition training. There's no tournaments we're doing right now. It's just a normal day. It's a normal 10:30 class on a Wednesday, right? So we shake hands, get after it, and all of a sudden I'm just feeling heavy pressure, heat, like just very aggressiveness. And while we're rolling, in my mind, I'm thinking, man, this person's really getting after it today. Like, they're really, really trying to get me. And, so I'm more in defensive mode. I'm trying to block and dodge and everything and defend and just whatever I can do to just stay alive in the round, right? Anyways, they pretty much won that first round. Like, they pretty much imposed their will on me, and it took me a while to catch back up. And towards the end of the round, I started to catch back up, but I would say I lost the round on points and everything else, aggressiveness and everything. And in between the rounds, I got the Jocko stuff playing, and he's always talking about good, like something bad happens, it's good, like good, figure it out, find a solution, whatever. And so as I'm, getting my drink of my water and everything like that in between rounds, the mindset had to shift to like, all right, cool. All right, this is the way this is the way these rounds are going to be. My man set the tone. Let's get after it. It was a good wake-up call for me. Because, again, it's like life. You just never know what the rest of the day is going to bring you. Is it going to be a nice, just cool, relaxed, calm day? Or is it just going to be one of those days that life just brings all kind of crap your way, and what are you going to do about it? You're going to lay down, or you're going to just detach, come back, and re-engage and attack yourself. So anyways, I ended up getting my mind right, fixing everything inside, wake up, and like, all right, cool, let's get after it. This is the way it's going to be. Let's get after it. So that's what we did. And I ended up winning the next 3 rounds, right? So it was all good. So I felt better about myself. But afterwards, I was just like, man, that individual really brought out another side to me today that I really just wasn't expecting to be brought out in, because I just wasn't feeling it. But someone's trying to impose their will, attack you, not trying to hurt me, but they are definitely trying to come and get me. And that's life, man. That's just the way life works. And you have to prepare yourself every day for something like that, man. You might be just in a cool, relaxed, mindset, and then something comes up, and man, you got to be ready to get after it. And then I come to the night class, right? Come to the night class, we get to rolling, and it's packed. There's a lot of people on the mat. And I'm watching a few individuals roll, because I didn't roll the first round. And I see some individuals like just getting smashed. Like they're just getting worked over, and like there's no fight in them. And that was, that's my coaching. Like that's where I come in and I'm like, hey, so-and-so, man, fight back, And what happened was one individual really wasn't trying all that hard. So what happened, it kind of brought the level down to the other individual they were rolling with, right? I'm talking purple belt and brown belt, right? And you get purple belt, brown belt, like, man, they should be getting after it, right? So anyways, I told the brown belt, hey, choke him, give him the business, let him have it. He'll fight back. And if he don't, he'll just have to take the tap. He'll just have to take the choke or whatever it is that you're going to catch him with, right? And that's what happened. Brown belt said, all right, cool. Like, I'm not going to bring my level down to your level. I'm going to pick it up a notch and bring you up to my level, right? That's a good teammate. That's iron sharpens iron. And then I had another individual. He's getting smashed too. He's like mounted. He's like, the dude's all over him, And I'm like, hey, so-and-so, man, hip escape, fight back. Like, don't settle. Because I could see it in his face. Like, man, he was about to just, the wind was coming out of the sails, man. The air was coming out of him. Like, he was just deflating. And then what happens? Coach starts talking to you. He sees you. You're fading away. And the individual starts fighting back. Makes it a good round, where he probably just would have just laid down right there and just let the dude just give him the business, right? So we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. We cannot allow ourselves to be trained that way. Jiu-jitsu trainers are supposed to, if you have the right coach, okay? If you have the right coach, because some coaches don't coach like that. You go and train, you want to light roll, you want to take a round off. There's some coaches out there that's cool with that, because they don't roll like that, okay? That doesn't work with them in my academy. Those rules are set in stone. That'll never change. Like, we put in work, and that's it. That there is no round off unless you're hurt or you're new, okay? Like, if you just started, which we have a lot of new students, probably got like 30-something new students lately, and I tell all of them, hey, you don't feel good, do a round, take a round off. But once we get you in shape and you're in jiu-jitsu shape, there is no more rounds off after that, right? This is your learning phase kind of thing. So anyways, you have to train your mind to be like, man, when life or whoever is just trying to bully you, the mindset is to be like, no, not today. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Like, that's it. And a lot of my days are like that. I'm not going to lie, because I train a lot. I do a lot, and I just never know when my students are coming in and they're just feeling really good and I'm not. And when they bring the heat, it pulls me back up to that level. Like, okay, yeah, let's get after it. Versus like, no, hey man, you want to take it easy today? I had a long day. I didn't really sleep well, and my arm hurts and my ankle, and I start making all these excuses. And now this individual that just been waiting to come and train all day wants to roll, and now he can't, because I'm making all kind of weak excuses of how my day is, and now we can't really train the way he wants to train because I'm making excuses. No. Don't make excuses. I don't find a way out. I just get after it. And if my opponents, my teammates, my students bring the heat, then they bring the heat, and I bring my level of intensity up, and then we just get after it. But I need that. I need them to do that. And I have a lot of students that do that, and I appreciate that. So if you're an individual that has a teammate that's bringing the heat towards you, and you're shying away from it, or you're trying to work your way out of it, or talk your way out of it, or talk during the roll, or whatever the case may be, or you're trying to find a different one because you know that individual that you should be rolling with you don't want to roll them because you're not feeling that day. You need to go roll with that individual so that they can bring the best out of you and bring your level up. Otherwise, you just have a weak training session. You're there just going through the motions, you know. I'll read this Jocko thing real quick. I got my book open here real quick. And the title of it is it's just 2 pages. It's called Fight, okay? And that's what we're talking about, fighting back. It says, go down swinging. And I'll tell you, if you fight with all you have, more often than not, you won't go down at all. You will win, but you have to make that attitude a part of your everyday life. You have to make that attitude a part of your everyday life, man. Do the extra repetition, run the extra mile, go the extra round, make the right choices, give the full measure, make yourself stronger mentally and physically. Stand and fight, man. Stand and fight, okay? Fight against weakness, against fear, against time, against decay. Fight back. Go down swinging. Give every day everything you've got. And when you face a challenge, even something you don't believe you can win or a situation where you know you cannot win, remember this, you have nothing to lose. So stand up, go forward. Go out in a blaze of glory. Man, I love that, man. Fighting with everything you've got, every ounce of energy, every bead of sweat, every drop of blood into your last breath. And then, and only then, can you stand down and put down your sword and shield and rest in peace. This stuff all goes together, man. Jiu-jitsu and life and everything else and this Jocko stuff, man, it just all connects. It is what it is, you know. And last night, myself, a lot of people on the mat, I could tell they were trying to work their way out of a round or talk their way out of a round or just didn't have that fight in them. And I told my whole class last night, like, man, you got to find that dog in you, man. It's in there. And your students are helping you do that. But if you go around and find all the students that you can beat on the days that you don't feel like really bringing your best, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting the rest of the team. You go find those individuals or they're going to find you. And when they come and shake hands and they bring in the heat and you're feeling the heavy pressure and you're like, pushing and, you know, just trying to survive, the extra instinct should kick in. Be like, okay, yeah, this is the way it's going to go. Then let's go. Let's get after it. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. So it's just something I wanted to share with everyone because I think sometimes we just want to lay down for life and another individual. That's not happening over here, man. That's not happening with me. That's the mindset that I have. That's the mindset of my academy. Okay, it will turn some people away. It's just mental weakness, man. And what I'm trying to do is build mental toughness. And we will build mental toughness as long as we keep training that way. In a safe way, because we're not reckless. People aren't getting hurt walking out of there with crutches or stretchers and stuff like that. There's no holes in my wall. It's just good, solid training. And again, it's just a normal day, right? Like that's just a normal day on our mats. There is no competition training right now. We're not going through the gauntlet or doing anything crazy. We're just training. And when someone's bringing that heat towards you, just like life, what are you going to do? You're going to lay down, let them have their way, or you're going to get up and fight back. Fight back, guys. All right, have a great day. See you on the next one.